Okay, so I want to do a little bit of chest expansion stuff for you that is going to keep it out of your traps. So I have it on a red and a blue, and the bar is high. Just go ahead and lengthen back out through the spine, bringing your hips over your knees. Let the chest expand. If you want to do a couple little pushes, you can, just to get into that line of the trapezius or the triceps, the lats, and the obliques into the pelvic floor. And then coming in, just letting the rib cage stay nice and stable. You're going to curl your pelvis, but again, you're anchoring the rib cage, pressing back, keep the clavicle bones nice and long. And release. Go ahead and come all the way up. You're going to start with the heels, pressing, and then bring all of your weight into your feet and let the head fall. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, pull it in and up from the pelvic floor. So this is all the pelvic floor for you. Walk it halfway, curl the spine up, lift the toes so the arches are lifted, soften through the knees, wrap the muscles of the thighs, press into the lats. So now you're using the pelvic floor and the obliques. Go ahead and reach down, lean back, lengthen through the spine, and bend and straighten the knees. And I remember that one little butt burner that you really like. So this you can do on a red or a blue. You come to the very edge, squeeze the legs together, lift the heels, squat down. You're gonna press out and roll it back in. Squeeze the legs together, keep the hips low. Nice. Okay, so keep it just on the red for this one. You're gonna sit like a C star. So this knee up against the shoulder rest, and then I want you to grab the shoulder rest, or grab the strap and put it on your forearm, and then go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. So lengthening up, this is kind of a variation of mermaid, but I like the idea of having the strap on your arm instead of in your hand, because I think it'll help keep it out of your traps. So we're just lengthening all the muscles over here on the oblique side. And 2, we'll just go for 5 or 6. Okay, now you're gonna switch the legs. So that side's already stretched. Now we're gonna go into the strengthening. So you're gonna come back up, and now you're gonna go all the way over, rotate, and come up. Now you can also go all the way over this way, come forward and come up. So just like the hip circles, we're gonna go in each direction. So we'll go down, rotate around and come up, and then we'll go over, rotate around, all the way out as far as you can, and then come up. So here I want you to feel your rib cage lifting from the pelvis and going in all directions, getting the full range of motion. So you can do this a couple times in each direction. And then also just adding a little workshop in, you're feeling, okay, yeah, that's a great connection into my obliques there. You do a few things there. Come on over here and rotate a couple times, just if you want to workshop each little movement. Another variation is to grab the hand and bring it through. So you can do hug a tree to the side, opening up to the side, pulling through and lengthening. It's nice too to follow through with the back arm, looking back, so you can really get the back external obliques with that rotation added, squeezing the booty to keep the anchor. Workshop here, just a nice chest expansion. Maybe even just coming back in for a few here. So you get the idea. And then let's go ahead and just stretch on over. Anchoring in the side. And then we'll do all that on the other side. So you're first gonna switch around and have this knee to the front because we did just a really long stretch first. So you're gonna come up and over, lengthening through this side. Lifting the elbow, keeping your neck and shoulders relaxed. Go ahead and flip it out. And then now you're gonna go into that full range of motion, all the way over, rotate, come all the way around, resisting, and coming up. Now we're gonna go over, all the way around, and lengthen up. And then now we're gonna workshop, maybe just that rotation. Coming back up, workshopping. Arching over. Go ahead and grab the strap with the arm, with the hand. You're gonna come all the way through, reaching out. Your gaze follows the outside arm. Workshopping it here. You can play. Coming into a nice deep stretch. And release. Okay, so another series that I really like to keep the chest expanded and have support is just keeping it on the one red. Take your ball behind your back. Knees are gonna bend on the headrest. I like to hold the little straps on this one. So coming back into the ball, pressing the heels down, squeezing the legs together. Let's lift the elbows and do a little bicep curl. Let your back relax, let your head, neck, and shoulders relax. So as you're bicep curling, Keep the chest expanded. So keep that lift that you just found in the rib cage from that last exercise. And then you're gonna lengthen out and over. Get a nice big chest expansion. Resist the springs. Take a deep stretch. So now you're gonna pull up, out and around, just letting that chest completely expand. If you want to keep your neck back, you can. And then a little workshop here on the obliques. If you tuck the ball low, you're going to feel it deeper into the low belly. So let everything connect. Squeezing the legs together, pressing the heels down. And release. Go ahead and take it back. Okay, if it's not going into your traps, you can go for this one, squeezing it in. If it's going into the traps, take it down to a blue. Squeeze the ball, that's gonna keep it in your pelvic floor. Go ahead and bring the hands back and lengthen, pulse it out. So get the lats on fire, get the chest on fire, neck and shoulders stays relaxed. Keep shaking the head out. And go back. 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay. You can go through the long variations of those as well. Okay, and I have one last exercise here on the reformer. One red. Your foot is the outside foot. This is a variation of Eve's lunge. Is about halfway back. So you have a little bit more spring to work with. So normally we will put the foot up here, but look how far I'm bringing it back. Start with a nice stretch. So I want you to squeeze your leg into the reformer, and I want you to keep your knee over your ankle. So you can come in here, take the back knee off. We're just gonna do a little side bend here for a few, just stretching that side out. Squeezing the booty. Okay, so the bar is high. Your foot is gonna lengthen back, and you're gonna bend and straighten. So you can take your foot up if you need to, so you have plenty of room. But here I want you to feel the length coming from underneath the rib cage as you bend and straighten, pressing it back. This is gonna build the muscles that are gonna keep you in the really good alignment for the Peloton. And it's a nice butt burner. And stretch it out. And we'll go on to the other side. Another variation is that you can do it on releve. So again, your foot is halfway back. We're gonna bring it up and over. We just did about 4 or 5. Keeping our theme with the side body. Nice and long, lengthen it out. Okay. Feel it coming from here. And stretch it out. You can always add a blue if you want it a little heavier, but just making sure that you feel that lift coming from here the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple tower things for you. So we'll switch the angle.